Let's go through some nickels. What do you say? These are bankrolls from Las Vegas, Nevada. I have no idea what's in them. We're going to open them up. We're going to look for the 2024s and anything else that we can find, including some Silver War nickels, anything collectible. 2009 also a collectible year. Bankrolled nickels from Las Vegas. Not many of these have probably seen slot machines in several years, but you never know what we're going to find. And it's just a way to get myself so I can go back to sleep. Welcome, everyone, and be sure to hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We're going to keep some different nickels that we find collectible. Explain to you why along the way. All different. You got Smoking the Bandit going on the laptop over here. Some entertainment will go on. Let me know if you can hear it. I have to turn it off because I don't want to get any copyrights on it. Middle of the night nickel collecting from Las Vegas. The 2024 nickels are very scarce, scarcer than the 2029s or 2009s apparently. I have not found one yet. We've gone through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of nickels. I've not found one yet. I'm going to put these back into rolls as we go so that we don't get too much of a mess. Show you how to do that. Quick and easy way. It's really easy when you don't take anything out of a roll, because you know there's at least 40 coins. Looking for the dates on the front. There's a couple different designs. It's this newer design nickel that's the 24s or the 09s. Then the older design, like this. This one's from the 04, 05. It's 04. And then there's the older design that are harder and harder to find. They go all the way back to 1938. Those guys right there. So this, nothing in this roll. Very disappointing roll. Let me grab some coin wrappers. There, right there. We'll put them back together. A roll of nickel should fit nicely in the palm of your hand. 40 coins, just like that. Pop open your nickel roller. A little bit of an angle to go in. Start feeding it. Get it right in there as best as you can the first batch. Hold it off the edge like this. And the rest of the nickels can go in. And boom, you got yourself a roll. Go back to the bank. So far, nothing big. Thanks for joining us. Where are you watching from around the world? It's the overnight vertical. We're watching some people cook some food in Asia. Some people talking about the earthquake over in the other parts. Our nickel's still worth 5 cents. They're actually worth more than 5 cents. The melt value of each one of these coins is about 13 cents. But you can certainly get 5 cents in trade for them. Let's see, what can you buy with a nickel anymore? Exactly. Not a damn thing. People don't even want to take them. For a while there, nobody'd pick up a penny on the ground. Probably won't even pick up nickels on the ground. What's up, Gary? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. The I Can't Sleep. So I just took a pain pill, which will take about 30 minutes to kick in, and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, it's a 2022 Philadelphia. I don't have very many of those. I got lots of Denver. Got some uncirculated rolls down. We're going to put that off to the side. It's our first collectible-ish one that we've got. Some people are just keeping all of these older designs, much like when the Buffalo nickels were swapped out. People started putting them away, and then eventually, like now, they're worth quite a bit. Just any Buffalo nickel. 96 Philadelphia, there's 2 coins we'll keep. There's 1975 Denver, we'll keep that one. We got 3 out of this roll so far. Get a bucket to put the nickels in here. Bucket or a bowl, whatever you want to call it. You call it whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it a bucket. Yeah. Fingers get all nasty from the ickiness of the coins that have been circulating. All right, basically over for 2 there. If you're at work tonight, appreciate you joining us. We'll try to keep it safe for work. Popped out right away. Old design, 1988 Philadelphia, no damage to it. There's some great coins in the 80s worth keeping. There's a 1959 Denver. Pretty crappy condition, but look at that, 1959. Let me zoom in on it. There's also a 1939 Denver. Looks very similar, worth a lot more. That one's not in very good shape, so we're not going to keep that one either. They're common. They're not hard to find at all. 1980, keep that one. That's old now. It never used to be old, but now it is. It's a lot less old several years ago. Really into that comment, or yeah. Our nickels still worth 5 cents. You know which ones are worth a lot more than 5 cents? Are Canadian nickels. It's a Furry Storm Chaser HD 586. Yes, we do coin collecting. We do Vegas stuff. We do a lot of gambling. We're searching for the quick get rich quick 2024 nickels. We haven't found one out of hundreds and hundreds of rolls. They're out there somewhere, but there's also a bunch of others that I keep. 1971. Good to have you. Where are you watching from? Thanks for joining us late night, swiping through. I think you get a view for every time someone swipes through anymore. They used to have to actually watch you. Is that 2008? Oops. So 2008, it's 2006. 8, 9, and 10 are worth keeping. 24. Have no idea on the 25s yet. Anthony P., how you doing? Good morning to you. Are you getting up for the day? So I woke up in the middle of the night here with extreme pain from the cancer stuff. And so I had to take a good pain pill, but it takes a while for that to kick in. So let's just do this. We did some some baseball cards earlier. Check out that video. It was very fun over on Cash or Crash, Las Vegas Live. Collecting coins in pajamas, allegedly. No, I'm in pajamas, big time. I got my Buc-ee's Christmas pajamas on, if it matters. If you're keeping track of the pajamas. Let's see if I can show you here. The Buc-ee's Christmas pajamas. Look at those guys, huh? Can't go wrong with some Buc-ee's Christmas pajamas. Nothing but the best. That's not really pornography there, was it? I hope not. Look at that, 1988 Denver, really good condition. It's not uncirculated, but it's almost. So based on that, and that it's so old now, and that it's in a higher grade, I'm going to take one of my coin holders that I purchased on eBay. One of these guys right here. Fold it in half, you put your coin in it. A certain quarter that has no ridges, and you clip off the edges and make thousands. The silver coins back in the day, yeah. Yeah, people did that a lot. That's why they started putting that stuff on there. 4 staples around the edges, and the most important part about keeping your coins like this is the crimpers. You want to crimp down these staples so they don't scratch the coin behind it or rip the plastic on it or anything like that. There we go. The 1988D. 1988 Denver. And then sometimes I'll put the date on it. So now it's, was it 4/4/25? So I'll do a 4/4/25. I'll put live stream on it. And then later on in life, when I find these coins, I can come back and remember exactly when it was. So here's some coins I found earlier. Some silver nickels. Some different dates. 1945. And so on. Anyway, I put them in here. All that kind of fun stuff. What's up? You went to bed watching, and now you're waking up? It's going to be a great day. Yes, indeed. How's the weather in your part? I understand it's been really horrible in the parts of the United States. Heavy, heavy rain and thunder and tornadoes and such. There's a nice 1983 Denver. Real nice 1983 Denver. 82s and 83s are good coins to keep. We're going to put that one in a holder here in just a second. I keep most all the 82s and 83s. There we go. Is that 2010? Is that 2010? It is 2010 Denver. Pretty good shape. 8s, 9s, and 10s. Keep them all. Here's an 8. 2008. Just bad economy at the time. Less coins made. Not like just somebody going, hey, stop making pennies. But certainly. So the 82s and 83s worth keeping. They did not make uncirculated coin sets. Highly collectible 82s and 83s. I like the quarter size holders because you can put pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters in them. multi-use, multifunctional. There we go. This will be our 4-4 collection. 1983 Denver. 4-4-25. Boom. Weather report, rainy and gloomy. Them poor robins keep showing up too early. Waking you up? Damn robins. Let's keep going here. Smokey the Bandit on Netflix right now. Enjoying that as we talk. Ooh, another 2008. Very cool. I like putting rolls of dates like that together, and then you can sell them on eBay or whatnot. I've never done a whatnot. Did Macari. 81. Those are very common. You buy uncirculated coin sets still. Very cheap comparatively. What year is that? It's 1963, Denver. But it's got a gash right there. Thomas Jefferson has a gash. Look at that. Nasty gash on Tommy. So we're not keeping that one. You can see coins better this way. There we go. A 2010 Denver, but it's kind of crappy. We'll probably not. Well, I'll put it off to the side. It's not damaged. There you go. If you're watching from another country, wondering what the hell is going on, this is called coin collecting. It's not unique to this part of the world, but in some countries, people don't have any coins, and this is one of the reasons they hate Americans, because we play with our food, we play with our money, we do things that can piss off people. This is actually an investment. Each one of these cost me 5 cents. If I can sell it for 25 cents, that's 5 times my money. That's a heck of an investment. Oh, 2017 Philadelphia. Those are tougher dates for us here on the West Coast. 2010 Denver nickel, not any good. Neither were the Broncos that year. Hey now, the poor Broncos, huh? So I just pulled one out of the roll, so I get one out of the bucket there to replace it. 1964s are the most common. 1964 Denver, they made like 2 trillion of them. I think that's the estimated number. They're everywhere. They made them for years and years and years, even after 1964. Here's a Buffalo nickel, one of the newer Buffalo nickels, 2005, with the Buffalo design on the back. Not quite the same Buffalo nickel, but still, 100 years from now will be collectible, allegedly. How about those Broncos? You know, who's going to win the World Series this year is the White Sox, just so you know. They have to. I've got a ticket worth $3,003 if they win. Hopefully we find something really cool here. I'm going to put some rolls in the bank tomorrow. Before with the cancer treatment, we did a bunch of them. I've never had a chance to take them. I couldn't lift them and take them back to the bank, so I've been sitting on them since then, which is a nice little savings account. You can use it to help pay taxes. What year is that? 78? 1978? Hard to read. Let's zoom in on it. I think it's 1978. It is 1978. If this wasn't beat to hell, that'd be collectible. The mint mark on the coins from 1968 on are on the obverse right here next to TJ. This one's a Philadelphia because there's no mint mark. In 1980, they started putting them. Yes, let's definitely go White Sox. I think I need to get one of those setups where you have 2 cameras, the one up close on the coins and the one where it's a little further away. We'll figure that one out. Oh, see, I just started throwing them back in the bucket. Lost track of what I was doing. 21 Philadelphia. You don't get many Philadelphia coins out in Vegas. It's mostly Denver mint out here. Some mid-90s. So much crap on them, you can't read them. Yeah. Who likes Smokey and the Bandit? What a great movie, huh? The original. Go White Sox. We'll do them all later. That's a good idea. I've got 4 rolls of 1949 Denver nickels that I have to go through as well. I bought those off eBay. Going to look for the 49D over S variety. So far, nothing here. I may have to grab from a different box. You get a wrong box sometimes. Heard a good April Fool's joke, and the fans fell for it. Elon was going to buy the Vikings. It was funny how they took the news. I'll bet. That's pretty funny. People are just crazy out of their minds right now. 1976 does have a carbon mark on it, carbon spot, unfortunately. But anything 76 coming up with the 250th anniversary of the United States is going to be collectible. Buying $2 bills at the bank, I suggest you do it as well. Try to find the 1976. They're 50 years old. And people will be buying them like crazy because that guy on TV is going to be selling them. And then you're going to be able to sell some too. Probably get $10 for a 2. You can just go get them at the bank. 1984 Philadelphia. Those are all the 84s were struck funny. All right, so this one has a carbon mark on it. Let me see if I can find my spyglass. Here we go. So we're going to take a look at it, see if we can see it under the magnification here. It's not going to show up, is it? That's too bad. Anyway, that carbon spot right there is going to damage the coin over time, so we're going to throw that one back too. That one goes back into the lake. Someone else can catch that one. The Tesla Vikings. I'm sure they would change the name to the X's, the Tesla X, or the Tesla X's out of Minnesota. Just tearing into these babies, generating lots of trash. I like that. All right, here's a Philadelphia buffalo. There's a variety of the Philadelphia buffalo with some double imaging on the word liberty. This one I'm actually going to look close on. I'm going to save it no matter what, but I want to see if I can see it. So we'll put that off to the side for a day when I have better eyesight. Here's the one I'll show you where the mint mark is. Bicentennial quarters were collectible. They're very collectible now. They've discovered some double image varieties. So there you can see the little P mint mark, little tiny P mint mark next to the date, 1980 there. This is the first year that Philadelphia put the P mint mark on the obverse. They did have them on the reverse on the silver coins, like this one right here. This is a silver war nickel coin. And you can tell because of that large mint mark on top of the building. There it is right there. That's a silver nickel from the Warriors, 1945, the last year they made them. Very cool. Maybe we'll keep that one just because. 2002, 2018. What's we got here? Also makes a lot of fun noise here if you're one of those people. I knew it was a joke when they said he was paying $4.5 billion. That's too much for the Vikings, yes. But I'm a Viking fan because apparently I'm a Viking heritage. I didn't do my 23andMe because I didn't want everyone to get my data someday, which is happening now. Apparently there's been a bankruptcy filing, and they're going to sell off all your data now to try to recover their costs. So for those of you that did the 23andMe's, yeah. 1979, Philadelphia. Put that off to the side. 1990. For those of you watching this on the replay, appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. There was really no notification that went out on this because I just woke up. Yeah. What do we got here? They're at the part of Smoking the Bandit where Sheriff Buford T. Justice is apprehending the chief of police at the brothel. For those of you that are familiar with the movie, it's where they are in it. I can back it up. It's actually very controllable. That's what I like about Netflix. You can watch the same part 15 times if you want. Oh, 1982. Here's a winner. Here's a winner. Let me show you this one. 1982. Hooters went bankrupt, but it's not going away. No, they're just reorganizing. They said some sort of financial push-up bra is what they called it. Right, 1982. Can you see that on there? There it is, 1982. So there's a couple of different types of the lettering. There's thick and thin. This is a thicker one. It's got more of a pointy end there on the bottom of the two. This is a thick version. It does have a nice gouge here in the neckline, so we're not going to keep this one. It's not very collectible and has some issues on the edge here. But 82s and 83s are very collectible unless they're damaged like that. Vegas View on Blue, what's going on? Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us on a overnight. Oh, we got a 1962 in the roll here. All right, get ready for a really cool one. I'm hoping that's a Philadelphia. We're still going to keep it even if it's a Denver. 1962. This is what the older nickels kind of look like after years of circulation. Look a little bit different. Pop this baby out. It is a Denver. Oh, it's damaged. It is damaged. All right, we're not keeping this one because when they did a roll at some point or it got stuck in a machine, you can see the circular gouge in the backside here. The Denver mint mark here in the older coins is right there next to the building. 1962. How old is that? That's very old. Here's just a crap coin. I don't think Hooters bought out Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is a competitor, and then the Tilted Kilt was the other one. The Tilted Kilt. I don't know. I haven't kept up with my Hooters trivia though. Used to manage the Hooters Hotel Casino here in Las Vegas. That was fun. It was way too much fun. Way too much fun. Not enough fun that it made the newspapers. There's a 1992 Denver. That's going to go into a card holder or a coin holder. 92 is another year when it's right after the subprime collapse and bad economy. Fewer coins made. Worth keeping. Pennies, nickels, 76 Denver. We'll keep that one. 1522. It used to be a lot easier because you'd kick away any of the coins that had the new design on them until 2009. Then you had to start looking at them. Let's see. Let me find another coin holder. 1992. Be surprised at how hard those are to find in good condition. It's a real good condition one there. It is circulated a little bit. So this might be an almost uncirculated, would be the grade AU. Nice design on the back, still all the details in the front of the building. Use my red stapler, my Milton stapler. And you take the crimper, big snub nose pliers, easiest way to do it. Push those down so they don't do any damage. And then we'll put the 1992 Denver. And we'll put our date, 4/4/2025. I got lots of coins like this. I had the kids doing it too. We'd just write down, if we found a coin or got some change or something that was neat, you write down some information on that later on. You have to relive those memories. It's like taking a picture, but doing it that way. All right, here's a coin. It's just probably nasty, corroded. Some color like that. It could be the silver coins, but this one is a nasty, corroded one. Look at that. That's a red nickel. It's good to have you all here. Good morning to you. We're drawing better than some of those channels where they're cutting chicken heads off right now in the other side of the world. Some great live streaming going on. Vertical works. Used to 1972D. Keep that one. Lots of Denver mints here. 1994. Very nice condition. We'll keep that one. Another 76. No damage. Get them bicentennial year. What is 250 years called? If it's bicentennials, there's a centennial, bicentennial. There's a name for 250 years. There's a couple of coins out there that have them on it. Some of the commemorative half dollars back in the 30s and 40s, 20s. Like 1492 to 1922, something like that. I don't know. What do I know? 1985. Here's an older one. 1961. And no real damage. It's got some coloration on there, but that's okay. You said that backwards? Did Twin Peaks buy Hooters? I don't think so. 1987. We'll keep that one. 72, pretty crappy condition. 95. The 1999s, they made lots of everything because they figured everyone was going to hoard them for the turn of the century, for the Y2K, the end of the world. So they're not super collectible. I'm going to go, let me find another box here. Oh, they're all the way over there. Grab a roll out of this one. That's one I already refilled. All right, we'll just do a couple more here. I can feel the tiredness coming on. It's awesome. Let's do it. Be sure to check out the sports card stream earlier on Cash or Crash. I found some great cards. If you're a channel member on Cash or Crash, we give away cards at the end of the stream. There's 94 Philadelphia. That's a good coin. Any of the mid-90s are also good, in good condition. There's so many that are damaged. This one's got the D-mint mark on the back. Looks to me like it's a 64. It is a 1956. 1956. There we go. It's the oldest one we found so far. Condition and scarcity is more important than age, but definitely anything in the 50s and beyond we keep. 1956. Were you born in 1956? Are you collectible? There we go. Lots of just common stuff that, 100 years from now, I wish we'd saved all these. Another 80s, but got a gouge in it, or 83. Throw that away. Goes into rolls, and they will end up in the bank and back into circulation. You used to be able to take them to casinos and just dump them into slot machines or have the cages taken from you, but I think all the nickel slots are gone now. It's too bad. Way too much fun back in the day. If anyone knows where there's a place in Vegas I can do that, let me know. I got hundreds of dollars worth. There's 64. Another 88. There we go. Have you ever been to a Twin Peaks or a Tilted Kilt? I don't think I've ever been to. I've eaten tons of Hooters stuff. Managed the Hooters Casino here in town for a while. We did $30+ million worth of chicken wings out of that restaurant. I think it was the busiest one in the world at some point there. Not sure they're doing that much now. I do have some Arab coins. I have a lot of times we'll find the different country coins mixed in. So if it's a similar size, people will take them depending on their exchange rate, and they'll insert them into these rolls to try to make money. A lot of times more in the quarter rolls, but certainly have all kinds of world coins. I really enjoy seeing the different cultures and especially the different images they put on them, who the leaders are, or whatever the artwork is on the different coins. They're very interesting. If I find any kind of non-U.S. coins, I always put them aside until I can figure out what they are. 1978. There's some great old coins like that out there. 1970, Denver. It's pretty good shape. 1970, that's older. These guys, older looking but not old. Do you have any Arab coins? If you do, what kind do you have? There's some countries that are hard to get. But UAE, I got some of those. And then, of course, the European Union stuff floats, gets mixed in periodically. It's actually worth more than the U.S. Similar size coins. And then the Mexican 1 peso is the nickel size now. So those people put the peso in to make money. 76 again. Very cool. Like UAE, yes. I don't know that I have any handy that I could pull out right now, but certainly very collectible, very fun. Especially when people go over and they do a tourism and they bring the coins back. I like putting those aside. I got little baggies, I put them in, and then during hobby times, we'll go through them. Kids can look at them, grandkids can look at them. Then you get to talk about the country, too. It's a way to share knowledge of the world and different peoples and different cultures through a hobby that's very positive. Appreciate you asking the question. Coming up tonight, live on Cash or Crash Las Vegas live channel, will be a drone show for First Friday in Las Vegas. I'll be high atop the English Hotel in downtown Las Vegas, bringing you the drone show coverage. Join us for that. Another 1984, 22s, 79 was damaged. Here's an older, what's that? 1957, not quite as old as the 56. There you go, 1957. Look how nasty my fingers are for the gunk. 57 Denver on the back. Very common coin, but again, it's in the 50s, so we keep it. 1980, look at that junk on that one. I don't want to touch that. Thomas Jefferson. on the nickel. They voted years ago in Congress to maintain Jefferson on the nickel by law. So there was some talk about changing the design. And for whatever reason, the Virginia folks wanted to make sure the Thomas Jefferson and his building stayed on the nickel. 2007, pretty good shape. Still no 2024s out of all these coins. No 2024s. We'll do one more roll, then we'll call it a night. We've done 30 minutes of collecting. The medicine has kicked in, and I can feel it's time to go back to sleep. Come on, open up here, baby. Hoping to find a really cool silver nickel or something in here just to show off, but 74, no. 21s, 2009 would be great. Big finish of Smokey and the Bandit coming up here. They're getting ready to go get the clam chowder. Little and big Enos Burdette. Great characters. There's that one. 87s. There's another Buffalo on the back. Denver version. 06 was the first year of that design. Hopefully you have a great day. It's a Friday here in the US of A. Here's one that's beat to hell. Too bad. Look at the back side of that one. All chewed up. That could have been in slot machines on a train track. Good news is it's a 57, so it's not a super scarce date, but it's definitely not collectible in that condition. It actually do damage to other coins in a roll. Last couple here. Then I'll pull out that roll of 49D and show you before we sign off. We had one or two rolls with some good coins in it, then the rest has all just been picked through garbage. 1968 S, San Francisco. I'll show that here. Zoom in on it. So 68, 69, and 70 had the S mint marks. Paul Williams was great, yeah. Fantastic. So look at the mint mark on this one. There it is right there, the San Francisco. The Denver 68 is actually a better coin than the San Francisco one for that year. There's much less mintage on it. All right, let me pull out a roll of the 49Ds that I bought off of eBay here. Here we go. 1949D circulated. It's from a seller on eBay. No three-legged buffaloes here tonight. There is a three-legged buffalo, that new variety. There's all kinds of errors, filled dies, that kind of thing. Here we go, 1949, all of them. Nice. I'll zoom in on it for you here. 1949. 1949, there's a crappy one. It's got some scratches on it. Oh, he sold me some crap. Outstanding. I would not buy from this guy again. He had a bunch of other nickels. Look at that. It's got marks on it. He dumped all his crap off on me. Horrible, horrible coins. All right. He's got so many other rolls I wanted to buy, but I wanted to see the coins first. You're from UAE, and I have a first release. Oh, first reels money. Cool. Yeah, we have a channel email, stevedennis2121@gmail.com. Anytime you have coins or cards or collectibles you'd like me to have an opinion on, feel free to send me a picture of it to stevedennis2121@gmail.com. Let me show that to you right here. Let's see if I can show that to you. There it is right there. stevedennis2121@gmail.com. You can send me a picture and I'll give you my best opinion on it. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit here. I'm ready to go to sleep. These are 1938. This is the first year they made the nickels. Bought this from another vendor on eBay. 1938. No mint mark on the back, so they're from Philadelphia. 1938. Very cool. Welcome, Khalid. Thank you for joining us tonight. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, too. We do lots of collectible stuff. Lots of Vegas-themed stuff, driving around, doing slot machines, having fun, outrunning the police, whatever it might be. Now we've never done that. but having a good time here in Las Vegas. And we invite you always to come back on any of our different channels. I'm going to put this one in a holder too. That was a 94. One more, and we'll call it a night. Very cool to have you. We enjoy everyone from around the world. We love to learn cultures, traditions, a little bit about everybody. The more we get to get along with each other, the less chance there is that we'll blow each other up, and that's always a good thing. Governments can yell at each other, but the people got to get along. There we go. Oh, I didn't get that last one all the way down. Crimp it down. I used to be able to carry those snub nose on airplanes, but not anymore. 1994D. And we pulled this out on 442025. It might be 45 some places already. All right, good night, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good day. Hopefully you enjoy this on a replay. Nothing super spectacular, but we did find some coins that we will put into a bag, and we'll go through later when we make a complete set. We're going to do a whole year set from 38 on, and we'll use these as part of that. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one. Let's see if I got to hold something up here and make it for the final view for you. We'll zoom in on the buffalo. There we go.